Is that Michonne kissing a zombie? Yeah, he looks tired. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Hi and Lynn, and this one we're going to show a tutorial of how I did the zombie makeup, guys, from my intro and photos when I was Michonne. Okay, so this is my brother. He is one of the zombies today. Right now I'm just prepping his face. I wipe it down with alcohol so it is dry and clean. Alright guys, so this tip is using some Elmer's glue to just gel down his facial hair. This is a trick I saw off of YouTube and also their eyebrows. So you're just going to rub it on the eyebrows. I'm going to show you now. And then also we're going to get to his beard. Alright guys, so I did hit the other side of his beard, so I'm just showing you this side is a better shot. So what I'm doing is working in sections, and I'm literally taking the glue, trying to part the hair and just sliding it downwards, but also using this eyebrow brush to smooth out his beard hair. That's the whole point. You want it to be as smooth and close to the skin as possible. Now I know he looks a little bit crazy right here, okay? But I'm going to explain on the next model how I did this. So here's my girlfriend. She's so ugly. Just playing. So what I do, y'all, is this is the liquid latex. I did the same on my brother, but I'm going to show you on her. Basically, you take a layer of liquid latex to the skin, and then you're going to rip up tissue paper. Not even rip. You're going to cut tissue paper into strips. This is a tip, y'all. The cleaner you do this, the cleaner it's going to look. You have to literally take your time with applying the latex and the tissue paper to it. Okay, so for my zombies, I wanted them to have the mouthless look, like I chopped her mouth off. So you're going to take that, like I did the strips, go around her whole mouth. So you're going to go slightly on the side of her lips, and then you're going to go under her chin, and then do the other side. So I'm literally taking my time and doing that. You see the tissue that's kind of flapping at the end? I'm going to cut the excess off that I don't need, and then also glue it down towards her chin as well. And I also did on top of her lip as well. Alright, so once you finish putting the tissue, that first layer where you want it, you're going to just repeat this step. I think I did 3 layers of this. So you put the liquid latex down, and then put tissue paper again and repeat it. So the more you do, the more layers, the more skin, I guess how thick you want the skin to be, and the more realistic it will look. But please take your time, and also use a blow dryer in between, because I've noticed how it dries is how it kind of looks. It will have like a yellowy cast, like how you see here. But yeah. So now I am taking white cream, and I am just putting it over her eyebrows and her forehead, basically all over her face as like a base color. I did this also on my brother. I'm just showing y'all now the makeup on her. And I just blended that in all on her face. Okay, here's foundation. So we want her skin to still kind of look semi her color. So what I did was use the white base cream. I mixed that in with my foundation a little bit, and then I added some concealer that I had that's lighter than me to try to get close to her complexion. So yeah, I just played around with colors till I got the closest one to her. Starting at that mouthpiece, y'all, apply and don't fly, like cake that boy on that mouthpiece and then blend it outwards all around her face, because that's the main part you want to camouflage. Yeah, just do that. I started at the mouth and then blend it out, and then yeah, it came out pretty well. Okay, here comes the most satisfying part, is the ripping of the mouth. Like, it's so much fun. Be careful though with when you do this on yourself, because you know everybody got a little peach fuzz. Sometimes you can pull your hair, so just be careful with that. But rip it. It's no particular order. Just rip how you feel, and then you're gonna also play around with it. I also went on top of her lip and wanted to rip a little bit of tears, not too much, because that's the thinnest or shortest length right there. So you want to rip it and mess up the whole thing. So literally take your time with ripping, because then you'll have to start all over, and girl, we ain't got time for that, okay? So right here, I'm also taking some banana powder and applying over that cream. You always want to start with cream and then apply or seal with powder. And that's like with makeup. So for inside of her mouth, you want to start with red. You can use red cream, but I actually had this red suede NYX lipstick, because when I first started, I was like, I need something red based. So I just was playing around with it, and it actually held up pretty good for me. And I just put that all over her chin, started off with that, even on her lips, and then I started to make my way inside of the skin flaps, like the outer part that you can see. You also want to cover that in red as well. Okay, so now you want to work up towards those blemishes, or the what would you call it, like peeling parts of the skin. So to quickly tell y'all, you can see YouTube videos, guys, to get more in-depth review. Maybe one day I will do it a detailed one if y'all really want it, because I know this is kind of like sped up. But basically, you take that liquid latex, you put it to your skin, let it dry, put another layer of liquid latex, let that dry, and then you're going to take something to poke like a hole in that liquid latex and kind of like tear it, and that makes or creates ripped skin or peeling skin. So I purchased a bruise kit from Party City. I feel that's vital to have. You will see other YouTubers in their tutorials say get a bruise kit, because it has the purple, black, and the reds and yellows you can play with. So I'm using the purple, And I'm going around her eyes first. I go on top of her eyelids. I also did under her eye. And I did other parts of her face. Then I also did the corners of her nose with that bruise kit, the purple. And make sure you guys are using a sponge when doing this. It kind of gives it a more realistic look. I guess that's the best way I could say it. I did the corners of her nose. And then I also played around her temple. Play with the purple, you know. I say play around with the colors to make it come alive to you. So remember, after we apply cream, we have to apply powder to seal. So in my crayon box eyeshadow palette, I just used the plum to seal anywhere I did the purple at. Kind of blend it in as you can. Doing around her eyes, under her eyes. You want her eyes to give a sunken look, you know, because she is playing a dead character. So yeah. Play around with it. Also take that same brush and go around those wounds, and then yeah, around the temple. So I told her I was about to go in her nose and she freaked out, but don't go in the nose, just go around the nostril, like a little bit in the inner part, just around that circle. Because I saw a tip on YouTube, I don't know exactly what he said, but it made sense. It just adds to the look. So that temple, that nose, and then I just went around the mouth as well with that purple powder. Just be creative, be fun. Okay, now we're gonna play around with the black. So on top of that red mouth part, I'm taking some black cream, and I'm kind of just taking my time, but starting at the chin part, and you kind of want to darken the mouth as much as you can. This part honestly was probably the most challenging too for me, because on photos I really wanted to make sure you didn't see the mouth as much. So yeah, but you just go in, and also you want to get inside those crevices where the skin flap tears and the mouth meets, and you just want to blot and take your time and put black all around her mouth. So guys, I'm just touching up around the wounds. I'm adding like the black and the purple inside and around and on her face. But this is all I have. I did not finish her mouth, guys. I did not get that recorded, or the fun part of adding the fake blood. I totally apologize, but I swear you guys can look on YouTube for further tutorials if you guys want me to do this. And in depth and full, I will next time for sure. Got you guys. But my apologies for not having that. Guys, I was recording this the day of the shoot, so I had to get up early, do 2 zombie faces, and get myself together. But shout out to 3K, my shooter. The photos came out bomb as fuck. So this is how they looked. This is how I looked. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to always take the high-end road of things. If you like this video, please like. Please be commenting for the giveaway. We'll see you tomorrow.